The Robertson County Commission held their regular February meeting, February 24th, 2014, at the Juvenile Courtroom, a meeting of about 3/4 of an hour. Began the evening by having a communication from Ms. Karen Couts of the Old Hickory Credit Union talking about the Imagination Library. Many of you will remember that this program was started a number of years ago by the state to encourage reading among children, and that there is a matching amount that is raised by the counties as well as the amount by the state. And we want to keep this program going. This is very important to our children from birth up to age 5 to receive a book a month. It costs $15 to supply those books for 1 year for each child. So Karen was here tonight to ask people to give, to ask their companies to give, and then the commission later on approved a $5,000 contribution toward doing that. We also tonight had the privilege of hearing from Mr. John F. Baker Jr. John has recently been the guest curator of a magnificent new exhibit at the State Museum about Wessington. Most of you who have been in Robertson County a long time know where Wessington is and what Wessington was. It was the largest dark-fired tobacco plantation in the United States at one time, over 15,000 acres. And he has written a book really chronicling the history of his ancestors at Wessington, a book that has been nominated for a Pulitzer Prize. So we're very proud of Mr. Baker, and we wanted to recognize him and his book and the exhibit at the State Museum. There were 3 rezoning resolutions, all of which were approved without any opposition. There were 4 budget amendments, which most of whom were for second readings, 1 for the drug court, 1 in the county clerk's office, 1 for the second reading for the purchase of the health department building, and 1 for some line item adjustments in EMS. Under new business, there was a resolution that was approved for the phone system in the county office building. The phones, their system that is currently in place is 18 years old, coming to the end of its effective life. So it was a new lease for the phones was approved. Under old business, back at the January meeting of the Robertson County Board of Education, the request was made for the County Commission to consider rescinding a resolution that it had adopted in November, which required hard bid method only to be used for future building projects. That came without any recommendation from either the Education or Budget Committee, and even though they requested them to put that back on the floor, there was no move to do so, so that died for lack of any initiative being brought forth. The Commission elected notaries. The chair reminded the Commission that at the March 17th meeting that they will be filling 2 vacancies on the Commission because over the last couple of months we've received the resignation of Commissioner Buddy Bryant in District 7 and Commissioner Bill Gray in District 9. And so at the March 17th meeting of the County Commission, they will select a new commissioner from both of those districts, which will serve until this term is over, which is August 31st of this year. So the Commission will take up that action first thing at their March meeting. Also remind you that we'll be back on our regular 3rd Monday schedule come March. So we only have a 3-week period between the February and March meetings, but we'll be on the 3rd Monday throughout the rest of this calendar year. So appreciate you taking time to watch the County Commission on Channel 3. We always invite you to come to the Juvenile Courtroom on Brown Street 3rd Monday to watch their proceedings. It's always good to see, especially our high school students in government class that are here and seeing what's going on. I know they also attend the Springfield Alderman meetings and school board meetings, and it's good to see them so that they'll learn what's going on there. The mayor's office is also along those same lines going to make an attempt over the next several months to put out kind of a monthly update of things that are going on in county government. I firmly believe that the decisions that are made within these walls by your county commissioners, by your highway commissioners, by your school board members are probably the most important government decisions that impact all of us in the most important ways. Yet so many people know next to nothing about how local government functions. So we're going to do our best to try to educate people as best we can as to who does what, so that you'll know who your commissioners are, know who your school board members are. It's really important to establish a relationship with those folks. Your elected officials work for you, and you are the boss, and you need to know who you've hired. and with the kind of job that they're doing. So I hope that you'll take time to catch up with that. If you'd like to receive that email, if you'll simply call the mayor's office, we'll be happy to add you to that list as we go forward. But once again, thank you for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you back for the March meeting of the Robertson County Commission.